Alie, let me ask you a question.
Yeah, fire away, dude.
What?
Fire away, dude.
Oh. Yes or no? Finding the right hair color for you, Alie, can be a challenge.
What color is my hair right now?
Burgundy.
Yeah, was that on purpose?
No.
Did I need to use E-Salon?
Yes, you did.
Oh, I fucked it up. Oh, wait. You can scratch that.
No, it's great. E-Salon offers professional grade, leave that in, completely personalized hair color that's created just for you and delivered right to your door. Alie, you fucking need this.
I need it so much. This is the last time I will color my hair without taking the steps to get the right color. I grabbed a color off the shelf. It was the wrong color. My hair is maroon now.
Don't do it. Alie, do you love questionnaires?
Yes.
Here's a hair questionnaire. Upload your photo and a personal colorist will formulate your individually blended color from over 15,000 pigments.
Oh my God.
I know.
I need E-Salon and a time machine to go back to yesterday.
Totally. Well, they've got you covered. There's 100% satisfaction guaranteed if you're not happy, Alie.
Oh God, I need
with
this.
your color. It will give you a free reformulation or refund.
I think anything's better than what I did to myself before.
I mean, you look cute.
Thanks, dude. But you know what? I like that the color doesn't fade. Like they have the grays covered. Because I get some grays every once in a while.
I mean, at 23 years old, our gray is like pretending to start to come in.
I know. It's probably because we're such big thinkers.
We're so young.
So you can visit esalon.com/slumberparty, all one word. And do that. You get 50% off your first order. So that's $10 for your personalized hair color, which is crazy because the last time I got my hair colored in a salon, it was like $180.
Dude, you can do it your freaking self. I've been doing it my freaking self for years and years.
Yeah, I really got the wrong color. So I need to use eSalon. You get 50% off your first box at esalon.com/slumberparty. So go do that. Don't be an Alie Ward.
Send us photos too. Hashtag it at, I don't know, Alie in Georgia. Let's see your hair.
Yeah, just tag us in it on Instagram. Let's see your pictures.
Let's do it.
I want to look at your hair.
Bye. Listen, you shouldn't have to stretch your budget to buy jeans with a little give. High-end denim can cost hundreds of dollars, but bargain brands don't offer the same level of style and comfort.
Yeah. You can't get some jeans that cost you hundreds of dollars and like have to do a juice cleanse to get into them.
Totally. So Distilled, spelled D-S-T-L-D, they've revolutionized the fashion industry with their timeless luxury grade denim. So you get jeans that would normally cost you hundreds starting at just $65.
Yeah. They eliminate these crazy markups because they refuse to work with middlemen.
Refuse. They ship directly to you for free and guarantee the fit, or they'll send you a new pair until they're perfect. Distilled jeans are built to last and will be a staple in your closet for years.
They also have a bunch of fall jackets. So if you're like into a classic denim or you want like a bomber jacket, you can just expect the same level of quality.
Okay. And so for a discount, go to dstld.com/feral and you'll get $10 off your first order.
That's
d.com/feral for $10 off. Bye. Thanks. Bye.
Feral Audio.
Sup, everyone? This is Alie. Georgia's not here just for the next 30 seconds. Here's the deal with this episode. It's awesome. Patrick Walsh is so great. He had a story he told us about his neighbor approaching him shirtless with a hammer and tried to kill him. It was so good. Here's the problem. The audio, it was bad. We had a mic cable. They gave us some real tech diffs, being a real B word. So we had to cut that whole story. So if it seems like Georgia and I are really chatty and not letting him talk in the beginning, it's just because we had to cut all of Patrick out for some of it. Also, when he sounds a little bit tinny for the rest because we had to use the room mic. So new listeners, normally the audio is just on point, legit, crisp and clean. Patrick sounds a little bit tinny in this. So just bear with us because it's a really good episode. You're going to learn, you're going to love, you're going to fuck that. Enjoy. It's such a good episode. We'll have Patrick back on to tell this story because you guys, dude, his neighbor. Okay. Thanks for listening.
Hi, Alie.
Hi, Georgia.
How you?
Hey, you guys.
Hey.
Welcome to a slumber party.
Welcome to Slumber Party with
You're
Alie and
here.
Georgia. You're here. We're here.
You got here.
You guys came.
You're here with us.
Thank you for coming.
Welcome to slumber party.
Yay.
Georgia, what'd you learn?
You tell me.
Okay. Raw sewage.
Great.
You're a ship. You're
Yeah.
out in the ocean.
Sure.
You're dumping raw sewage.
As I do.
It's legal. How far from shore are you?
Clearly, it's going to be way under what I think it's going to be. And I'm never going in the ocean again. And I'm going to have an anxiety attack. 25 feet? Okay.
That's the length of like 4 men.
I know. 8 miles.
This also doesn't count if you're just urinating directly into the surf.
Oh, then never mind.
Which is 0
Okay,
feet.
I'm going to say 20 miles.
You're right in between. It's 12 miles.
Oh my God.
12 miles out into the ocean.
That's not very far.
I know.
Do they know about currents?
Ooh, I don't think currently anybody cares. I don't want to make waves, but it's a pretty shitty situation.
Oh my God.
If you're a cruise ship, yeah, it's just like, how far are we out? 11.4. Just start dumping it.
Fuck, man.
A lot of cruise ships will have like a treatment plant on board. Uh-huh. And they have like a desalination plant for drinking water. But there are plenty of ships that are just like, fucking open the hatch. We're out to the sea.
Shit, man.
Which
literally.
I know. I think about the whales, though. They're shitting out there all the time.
That's true, but their shit's a lot cleaner than ours.
I know, and they probably don't throw like gross,
Eat
real
kelp,
gross
you
stuff.
guys. Kelp's good for you.
Kelp's great for you.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, I know. Cruise ships, though. Who likes a
goes
cruise?
on a
Goes on
You know who goes
one?
on cruise? People's parents that you're dating, and then they take you with them, and you're stuck on a. You did that once.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, you're telling my narrative right now that this is the horrors of my life. I'm like, I've lived that. I got real fat real fast.
Fuck, man.
I got so sunburned that we had to request from the one of the cook people that they give us some plain yogurt to put all over my body. And then I was with my now ex-boyfriend's parents, and his mom was convinced that there was anthrax aboard and that we shouldn't touch any handrails. So it was a really relaxing trip.
Sounds fun.
Sewage. So what'd you learn?
I learned that. Did you know that squirrels bark?
I kind of did.
I knew you would.
Big luck.
So there's a squirrel. I put bird food out in front of on my patio because my cats like to watch it. But they also have this like squirrel that comes by, and my cats don't give a shit about it. But when the squirrel's there and the birds are trying to come, it starts making this noise. It goes like it's really angry when they're pissed off and they're like being territorial, and they like flip their tails. I made a video of it at the Elvis and Mimi
Oh my God.
YouTube page.
Never
This-
not make that face.
Yeah. It goes crazy. It's hilarious.
I know.
That's their territorial thing. Is they just like bark and squeak and quack at you.
I mean, who wouldn't get away from that quickly?
Oh my God.
Get the fuck away from me is what it's
But
saying.
what I like is that when I'm there and the cats are there, he's like, all right, this is fine.
So wait, what triggered
The birds who are trying to eat the birds' food. And the
He's
squirrel's like, this is mine, bitch. It's so cute. And its tail like flicks a lot and it goes crazy. It's adorable.
You know what that's called?
What?
All caps. Squirrel. That the squirrel just shifted into all caps
I think
mode.
there's like I think I made a video. It's called like Crazy Barking Squirrel on the Elvis and Mimi page. It's just the squirrel fucking straight up barking at birds.
Oh my God. Can you imagine if
amazing.
rats did that?
That'd be adorable.
If a rat...
The squirrel's basically a rat.
I know, but they've got sweet ass hairstyles.
I know.
But if you saw a rat that was like trying to eat the same like donut on this gutter as a pigeon and then it started barking.
Absolutely not.
Can you imagine?
Absolutely not.
The horrors? Post-apocalyptic wildlife.
Absolutely not.
Should we ask our guest what he learned?
Hey, we have a guest.
Oh,
Love this guy.
what a great dude.
You.
This guy,
Patrick
Walsh.
Walsh.
He's
Hey,
a
guys.
writer.
He's a writer. He's got a podcast called We'll See You in Hell with Joe DeRosa. He's a good friend of ours. He's Allie's ex-neighbor.
He's my ex-neighbor. He lived in this building that we're
Me, not
in.
Joe.
Yes,
I'm sorry. I
you.
shouldn't have brought up Joe DeRosa in the beginning of your
I don't
podcast
like being associated
episode.
with him.
I'm sorry.
I'm my own man.
I know you are. I'm
But
sorry.
yeah, I used to live next door, and I was just telling them when I walked in, I went to get my mail. I haven't lived here in a year and a half.
You graduated.
Yeah, I love this place, though.
In this building, it feels pretty safe.
It does, and it's a safe neighborhood, even though someone got shot at mess hall.
I know.
I know.
Someone got shot in the gut in mess hall.
The valet guy.
Not okay. 7 p.m., you guys.
Crazy.
Yeah,
We just noted where I live.
Should I not
Yeah,
have
there's
done
a
that?
big, huge area.
Someone just got shot at mess hall, which is roughly
No.
100 miles from your apartment.
Right. You know that
you.
that restaurant I'll go to 100 miles from here.
Yeah.
Hey,
We'll edit
quick
that.
question. What'd you
Yeah.
learn this week, Pat?
Oh, yeah, we forgot to ask you what you learned.
What I would say, something that I learned that has really been helping me almost immediately, and I have very like spirally OCD type thinking, and this has helped me a lot, is to just say, instead of I have to do something, say I get to. So replace all have tos with get tos.
Wow.
I love that.
And especially with everyone dying all day, every day.
Every
and
day.
getting shot all day, every day.
Yeah.
So like, maybe let's say you have a dinner you don't want to go to or something. Say, oh, I have to go to this dinner with so-and-so. If you replace it with, I get to go to dinner with so-and-so, because you get to go and pay and afford a dinner and you have
great.
delicious food and see someone and talk to them and you're alive and all is well. It's been helping me quite a bit. I learned that. I've been putting it to use.
I love that so much.
That's a really good one. Where'd you learn it?
I think, oddly, it was a tweet by this guy who I think is a genius. And his name, he goes by Jomny Sum, Jomny space SUM, I think. And I saw somebody retweet it, and I was just like, that helps me more than the therapist I've paid 20 grand to over the past 3 years.
That is really good.
It's
Because I did it all the
helped me so
time.
much.
That's
Well,
great.
you were raised Catholic
Oh, yeah.
as well, and so was I. And so there's a thing where it's like you're not doing a good job unless you're suffering. So even if
Yeah.
you were like, ugh, I have to go to Disneyland tomorrow, it's
Right.
probably going to be like a long drive down there. Because if you're like, I'm pumped about going to Disneyland, it's like, you asshole.
Yeah,
Like,
you belittle your actions a lot, I think, to like not upset other people.
Right.
Or not make them feel like you're bragging.
Right, but I feel like that's kind of a Catholic thing. It's like if you're
For sure.
you're not doing if you're in the black happiness wise,
Yeah.
you're shitty. But if you're in the red happiness wise, you're good.
Yeah. Which one's good? Which one's black?
Black is good.
Black is good. In the
Yeah.
red means you're
Yeah,
below
okay,
where you
yeah,
should
yeah.
be. You know what I mean? Like Black Friday. You know why they call it Black Friday?
Why?
Because Black Friday is all the businesses that are in the red all year that haven't made their money. They make it up on Black Friday.
know that.
Yeah,
Let
everyone
me
gets.
just change what I learned this week. I gotta update it.
Seriously.
So Black Friday is you get in the black. That means you're no longer in the red.
fucking love that.
But
Yeah.
in terms of happiness, it doesn't, especially if you're Catholic, it feels dangerous to be in the black. But if you're in the red, you're like, no one can get mad at me because I'm miserable.
Yes.
Yeah.
And do you also really resent and hate anything that can be perceived as bragging from other people? Mm-hmm. Which in LA is everyone speaking
all of
at
it.
all times.
Yes.
You mean shaming other people's happiness? Yes.
I don't do that.
No,
I don't
no,
go
I-
like fuck you because something good happened to
No,
you.
no, no,
But
but
when
it's like-
somebody is bragging to me or finding a way to drop into conversation
Right.
what this cool new thing they're doing, I get very angry.
But do you find the people that you're really happy for, like there are people that get things and you're like, yes, those
Yeah.
are the people who don't fucking talk about it
Exactly.
all the time.
And that's why you're happy for them.
yeah.
I'm really happy for people when they get things because I realize that like they must have worked really hard to get there.
Sure.
But at the same time, like I think the issue that I have with bragging is I'm not allowed to brag.
Right.
Because I'm not allowed to be happy. So it's not like, oh, you're bragging, you got something. It's like, you're allowed to be confident? That's
Yeah.
not fair.
Yeah, I agree.
Which is weird. But I mean, honestly, I went to a psychiatrist once because I was like, oh, I'm depressed. I don't know. I hate myself. And we started talking about religion. And I was like, I was raised by like Catholics, like old school hardcore Catholics. And she was like, honestly, she's like, that's probably a lot of your problem. She's like, I get a lot of Catholics in here, man. You guys just can't be happy.
That's the same thing my person's.
And she's like, you don't need meds. You just need to go to yoga and like stop.
But that's also why you guys are successful, is because you're never satisfied with a thing.
Yeah.
You're
Yes.
always just like working your ass off for something because
I really think that is true. I get like I moved into my house, which my main life goal really was to someday own a house,
that's
which I thought would be
incredible.
later.
What a weird
I was
life
like,
goal.
that would be really cool.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, and most
No.
don't, I don't think. But
I think that's a status. Like this is when I'm successful, right?
Right.
well, yeah, it's just a Midwestern thing.
Yeah.
Like I was born in a house. My parents were like 25, so you start to feel kind of like.
Yeah.
But I was like, I would like to own a house, and I moved in the house, shut the door day one, and I was like, well, like it's immediate. I don't ever really enjoy anything. I always am like, well, what now? What can I
Yeah.
do now? But
Right.
that does keep you successful. Otherwise, you just lie around all.
Yeah, because if you don't have this like turbine of dissatisfaction in yourself, like what's going to keep you running?
Yeah.
But then again, it's just like, but what's the point? Because you then you make a goal and you're like, you don't care because you're like
Yes.
on to the next.
Well, I think that Judaism and Catholicism is similar, and I'm talking to my therapist about this recently, who's like, if you list the top 10 important things for Jewish people for their lives, happiness doesn't even get on that list. It's not. It's like, don't do this, don't do that, be this, be, you know, it's happiness isn't a goal. It's
what are goals in Judaism?
Well,
because
not
in
goals, but
Catholicism, it's like suffer to the point that people respect you. That's the only goal.
Well, be shameful. You know, think about how other people suffered so much for you to get to where you are.
That makes sense.
You know, like guilt. It's all these things that have nothing to do with like, well, what do you want? I want to be happy. Happy isn't defined as a thing.
Do you think that there's an inbuilt survivor's guilt because you are a descendant of a survivor? Like everyone that survived the Holocaust and had kids and grandkids and whatever. Like, do you think that survivor guilt is passed down to generations?
Well, you know, not only that, but it's in our DNA. For all of us, it's in our DNA. Anytime a grandparent, great grandparent suffered any kind of insane thing like that, it's built into our DNA. So that terror and that, like, what's the word I'm looking for?
Are you talking about acquired genetics here?
Yes.
Like it tweaks.
Yeah.
There are two theories. It's interesting. I think it's called epigenetics.
Yes. And so it's not just how you're raised by your, like you guys and your Catholic parents. It's how they were raised and how their parents were raised. And they were all beaten and shit. So
I need to look more into this because there was the Lamarckian theory of acquired genetics who said, like, and I don't know how epigenetics factors into, like, Lamarckian, but Lamarckian was like, well, one giraffe stretched its neck, and then it had a baby with a longer neck, and then that stretched it, and then Darwin came along and was like, no, idiots. It kept getting... The ones with the longer necks survived because they could eat leaves, and then... But I don't know where epigenetics plays in, because apparently, like sets of twins have different DNA factors, like if one's, like, survived something shitty, and I don't know how that works.
Well, one really cool thing... I'm sorry to dominate this. Thing that I fucking find fascinating is that people who are not just children, but great-grandchildren of... people who have had periods of starvation in their lives from like 7 to 14, they live longer, their kids live longer, they're great. Like, so my grandma, who's 104, who was in Eastern Europe during World War I, who had a period of starvation.
Oh my God.
We're all gonna... She's 104. They live longer, which is why there's so many old Ashkenazi Jews.
I think growing up with not a lot of money... definitely helps you as an adult.
Yeah.
Like I always put my money in the bank. I never like I got to get a cool car or anything else. I always want to be very practical.
You and
about
Alie,
it.
yeah.
Right, yeah. No.
Are you Irish as well?
I mostly Italian and some British, but no, not Irish.
Really?
This is fake hair, dude. I mean, it's my real hair, but it's not the real
Your
color.
eyes and everything, and coloring and all that. I would have guessed Irish.
I don't know.
Are you Irish?
Yeah.
You guys look like you could be second cousins, I'd say.
Yes.
Thanks. I have the same. We have the same beard. That's the Italian.
Yeah, being raised, I feel like there's a disconnect with me for people who were raised with even comfortable middle class. I don't date those people. I'm not really friends with those people.
Right. I tend to not like them either. And especially rich people. Like, if somebody was like, oh, I was born rich, there's almost nothing you can do that will make me like
No, I don't not like you. I just
fair,
don't. I think it's an automatic, like, you will never understand the person I am.
Right.
And
you never had to worry about a thing.
Never.
Right.
When I lived in New York, I was an NBC page, and we were making $10 an hour, and that was capped at 40 hours a week. So $400 to live in New York City.
Yeah.
And we would go to these parties at people's apartments, and this girl I remember had 2 balconies. And her apartment was
New York City.
Midtown, like a beautiful view and everything. And I was just like, well, this girl's really making that $400 work. And I was like, did you have like a rent-controlled apartment or what? And she just kept looking at me like I was an idiot. My friend pulled me aside and was like, her parents are rich, obviously.
It didn't even cross your mind. I love that.
At that time, I was 23 and I just moved there from Missouri. It did not cross my mind that somebody would have rich parents.
No.
That would pay for anything. My parents have never sent me $1.
My parents would love to pay for all my shit, but right now they live shittier lives than I do, you know? My parents have fucking degrees and they're smart people. It's not like
parents are Republicans and they're broke.
They
What's
weren't
happening?
before. I don't know.
Are your parents Republicans?
No.
Really?
No.
That's
I think the baby boomers just lost something along the way.
But I mean, the idea that like
My parents aren't destitute or something. They just don't.
Yeah.
You know.
But I can't imagine not having to worry about taking care of your parents.
They don't have a superfluous income, is what you're saying.
Exactly.
Just
when they
extra
come
dollars.
out, I pay for meals and shit.
Yeah.
Doesn't that feel nice though? Doesn't it
It
feel
does.
nice?
It's kind of a new thing.
Yeah.
You're like,
But
let
like
me get this.
this trip out that my dad made, that was the first time he never reached for his credit card, and I was kind of like, at least reach.
Done.
He's like, dude.
Please
What about
reach.
well, I was gonna ask, you've had a serious girlfriend for years though, a couple years.
About 3 years, yeah.
So yeah, I was gonna ask, like, before that, when you were making like good like TV writer money, would you pay for dates?
I think I pretty much paid for everything.
Really?
Still to this day, she'll insist on paying once in a while.
But she's in school too.
I'm just saying, but in
school,
general
yeah.
with girls,
Yeah.
like,
Oh, with girls, I paid for everything.
that's weird. I don't think
I don't
I'm
do
going on
that.
the right dates.
We don't do that. I get really uncomfortable with a dude paying for things. Which just goes along with the rich thing.
When I was dating, if a girl insisted on paying, I would go, okay, well, she doesn't like me.
Really?
And she doesn't want to feel bad that I'm paying for
So she doesn't
an
blow
experience
you.
she doesn't want to be on.
Yeah,
Oh
she
my
doesn't want to owe you
God.
an NHJ for
I
happy
don't
hour.
think I would start, but the thing, I think I would let a guy pay if I were dating him and then he became a TV writer.
Yeah.
But I don't start dating TV writers.
Alie, I can't imagine that you go on dates, like you go to dinner, and you're splitting the bill on a
happens
first date.
so often. It happens so often.
What if
But
the girl
that's-
has
Do
more
they
money?
bring it up, or do you just bring the card out and they accept it?
I bring the card out, and then they're like, "Oh, okay." Like, and it doesn't matter. I went halvesies on a
crazy.
$30 happy hour bill with a guy who
Asked
has been
you out.
asked me out.
That can't happen. Like that doesn't seem. And I'm not. I've been saying it's fair,
Right.
But it just kind of can't happen.
It's inappropriate.
And I would think that if I was a guy and the girl paid, my concern would be that she'd immediately go tell her friends, like you're doing right now.
Right.
Your 20,000 friends who listen to this podcast.
I think I must be forced. I must be forceful about it. I must be like, no.
You are. I've seen you though before. You're a little like it. I think
must
you're
be
scared of
forceful.
looking cheap.
I don't want to look cheap, and I also don't want to owe the person another date.
Yeah.
Out of just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If a
I don't
girl
wanna
ever
be like,
insisted on
"Ooh."
paying, I would go. She doesn't want to go.
She doesn't want to go out again.
And maybe I was wrong, but
Wait, but really quick, back to ghosts. When you lived in this apartment,
yeah.
you never saw a ghost because your apartment is the most haunted apartment in this building.
This is the one that Alie has talked about. If you listen to this podcast before, where her friend used to live next door, a different friend, and
Right.
shit used to happen all the time. And Pat
Do we
lived
know the
in
person
that
who lives there now?
No, that a couple different people have lived there since you moved out.
ghost.
They couldn't handle it.
They're
Ghosts.
all of them just go straight through the door as an apparition.
Yeah.
They're all here in the room right now.
Yeah.
No, but before I lived here, I knew this guy named Dave who lived in your unit, and he
Yeah.
said, "I love that apartment. Oh, I love that whole building. It's great. It's super haunted."
Yeah.
He was the one who he had candles on the edge of the bathtub, and he and his wife, who's an oncologist, she's a scientist.
Yeah.
She's not froofy. Heard bam, 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 bam,
Uh-huh.
and went into the bathroom, and 3 candle holders were all smashed in the bathtub, but the candles, the tea lights, were neatly stacked, one on top of each other, all 3.
I don't remember this part.
And yes, they told me this. And the glass was shattered out of a framed picture on the wall.
I just can't believe that.
I don't either.
And he had an auto harp. Save your jokes for the end. That would play itself. It was an auto harp.
Also, you live next to one of the busiest streets in this little neighborhood.
But they don't
3
stack cans.
I don't think that
stack
happened.
candles.
I
Traffic
don't
doesn't
think
stack
that
candles.
part is true.
They had me on speakerphone, and Julie,
I think that
an
part has come
oncologist.
down.
And I was like, and she was like, no, it was crazy. She said
Maybe
it was
the ghost
crazy.
just loved me. I was here for a very long time, or 2 years.
Maybe you just didn't care so much. I was like, you know what? Fuck this, and it went downstairs.
But also, this
Maybe.
guy also had a ghost in his new house. Her name was Beverly.
So they're following him around.
Yeah,
Right.
that's
But
the thing.
she-
Shirley with an L-E-Y, Jinx
That's-
style.
That's a great question.
Maybe it's one of his victims.
She's deed. We know that because she's a ghost. But
Dead ghost.
my friend was at her house, was over at their house, was making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich,
Okay.
and turned around and turned back, and the jar of peanut butter was on top of the sandwich. And she's like, Dave, why did you do this? And he's like, I didn't do that.
Yes,
Beverly."
people just do stupid shit, and their brains are so fucked up.
Could he have just been messing with his wife or something?
No, everyone swore they didn't stack the peanut butter on top of the sandwich.
Yeah, but people do accidental things because brains are really
brains
weird.
are. Have you ever found your phone in the refrigerator? That wasn't a ghost.
No.
That was just your dumb
It was
brain.
just
Yeah,
you being
you were drunk.
stupid.
Yeah,
if you were on
that's true.
Unsolved Mysteries, then that's when the harp music would have played by itself.
I don't necessarily believe in ghosts. I never had any experience here like that at all.
Do you remember that time when I went up to the roof and gave you a LaCroix?
Yes.
She was a ghost. The whole time she was,
I was
a ghost.
Now there was a skeleton with an old lady wig that would rock back and forth in a rocking chair.
Was she
In my
paying rent?
place.
Did you Airbnb it?
Yeah, I made her pet. I never had anything.
All right, let's ask a slumber party question.
Okay, I forgot that's
Since you don't have any
what
ghosts.
we're doing.
Oh yeah, we're doing slumber party.
Let's see. Okay, secret No one's around.
I knew this was the question.
Of course it is. You're by yourself in your beautiful apartment.
No, beautiful
house. Excuse me.
House.
And you want a midnight snack. While you're about to watch a fucking horror movie, and you're like, let's get cozy and eat this like weird
Cozy with myself.
snack. Yeah.
Okay. What would it be?
What is it?
Well, I don't keep food in the house.
What the fuck? You're one of those just deliver guys, huh?
I don't really do that either.
What about Heather?
She sometimes has food in the house.
Okay.
But I intentionally say, like, that's your food.
Oh.
I just don't like having food in the house.
All right.
What? Wait,
Catholic,
why?
Catholic.
Again, probably Catholic.
Like what? You don't like snacking, or what's your problem?
Like, especially,
What's your
like,
fucking issue?
if I go out and have drinks or whatever, then I come home and I'm just like, well, I'll just eat all this food in my house.
Right.
Yeah, that's the point of food in your house.
So,
Okay, so what's the thing you're avoiding?
What would it be? I think it would be like, I tend to make like eggs. I tend to make something that is not going to be terrible for me.
Okay,
It's
okay,
all
but okay,
guilt.
you're
But
on your way home from drinks, and you can get anything
I
you want.
can't. I get Zanku.
Oh, what's what specifically?
I would get the.
I know order right there.
I just found out that Zanku is open till midnight. The one right by
Nice.
here. I mean, 100 miles from here.
Yeah.
I would get like a plate, you know, like
Yeah.
one of those like chicken tarna, sarma,
Totally.
pharma, whatever. Some garlic sauce.
Yeah, hell yeah, that garlic sauce.
That garlic sauce.
Maybe.
You
a
sleeping
little
alone?
extra.
So good.
What's that?
You sleeping alone that night?
I thought that was part of the fantasy.
Sure. Yeah. You stink as much as you want.
Yeah. Little peppers.
Those peppers are great.
That would be great.
Love it. You know, I bite the heads off those peppers and then pour the juice that is inside of those peppers. All
George,
over
I do
food.
the same thing.
So good.
I'm
You're not
barfing.
alone.
What?
I'm barfing. Are they the pepperoncinis?
Yeah, like
banana
they look
peppers?
like them, but they're not.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got an aversion to those, but I respect you.
What would you guys eat unless you answer this every week?
We do, but it,
It
always
changes.
changes.
Okay.
Oh my god, what's the last thing that I you know what I love?
What?
I eat them alone with my hands.
Tell me.
I get these pancakes, these tropical pancakes,
yeah.
at this place super far from here, called Green Leaves. And they're
Are they
vegan.
good?
It's weird.
They're vegan
Place-
pancakes.
Everything tastes the same to me.
I
Though.
love that
but
place.
it's
It's
so-
a vegan Thai place that has really weird shit on the menu.
Really
Yeah.
weird shit, and they have these tropical pancakes with bananas and blueberries, which are not grown in the tropics.
No.
And then it comes with like fake butter, and I just soak it in there, and then I eat them with my hands, and I watch TV.
Gross.
I did
No,
it
that-
yesterday.
I'm down with that.
I did it yesterday.
I like their. It's weird that we go to the same place 100 miles away, but they have like some like Cajun plate dish. There.
know this.
That's pretty fucking good. It's like on a special side of the menu.
I love that they'll put real pumpkin in anything you want.
Yeah.
Sure.
I get their yellow
I had a
curry.
pumpkin coke just last week.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Not bad.
Stop it.
So that's my order. That's my order out.
I'm trying to think what mine. Oh, your order out. Mine is lately. I've been really into Uber Eats.
What's that?
It's Uber, and like during
They take you to a
lunchtime.
place?
No, lunchtime, and some evenings they'll have like a menu of like 4 things from 4 different restaurants. So like you can get a steak plate from here. They've had Cantor's Deli. They've had a pastrami sandwich. They like just fucking bring you over for like $10.
How long does it take
Really?
before they're at your door?
It depends on how far they are. 20 minutes is the most it's taken.
$10 is the delivery charge?
No, $10 is everything. Like it's like you can have this.
But the sandwich is probably more than $10.
I know. They
I'm
have
not
a
getting
they
involved
have a
with Uber
special.
Eats.
It's fucking great, dude. Just go on your Uber, and at the very top there's like a little car symbol, and then next to it there's a little plate and fork and knife symbol.
Okay.
Hidden.
So
I was in an Uber last night. This guy must have just smoked a gallon of weed before picking me up. The car reeked, he reeked, his eyes were completely closed.
What the fuck?
Drive me around town.
Scary.
And I'm talking to my friends, and when one of them mentioned the word weed, this guy goes, like,
Oh my god.
like, oh, somebody else smokes weed?
Yeah.
But I'm like, but you're driving us around.
Yeah.
I just pictured it just being a Fraggle with green hair, just like
You're not far off.
The reason you get a car is so you don't have to drive inebriated. So if your
Yeah.
guy's
I
gonna pick you
know.
up inebriated,
Yeah, bummer.
I respect it.
It
Look,
actually-
if I was unemployed, I would be a high
me
Uber
too.
driver for sure.
you know
wouldn't get
he's
that
like,
high.
I drive better when I'm high.
Yeah, for sure.
I fucking hate those
I just
people.
focus more.
It's like,
That's everyone's
I
ex-boyfriend.
see everything.
Everyone has an ex-boyfriend that has probably said that or has like a bong on his coffee table right now. He has a coffee table.
Yeah, for sure.
Worst.
Hide your
Just the worst.
smoke shit.
What's your other favorite slumber party question? Question?
What's yours?
Well, we were just talking.
I
Are you
want a
reading
lot of
anything?
questions.
Are you reading anything right now that you like?
Yes, I'm reading what is considered like the best book of the decade
my God.
that everyone is talking about, called City on Fire.
Ooh, who makes this book?
It's a giant, like 1,000-page book. And the guy's like 30.
Oh.
He's the toast of the town.
Fuck
It's his first
him.
book.
What's it about? Is it a fiction?
It's about
Non-fiction?
New York fiction, New York in the 70s.
Ooh.
Make sure I have the correct title.
I wrote that down.
It's one of those, like, just could be any 3 words, really. City on Fire is such
yeah.
a generic, bad
Yeah.
title.
Are you there? God, it's vodka. It's me, Chelsea.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
I'm going to check.
You got the title.
Okay,
just
I'm
little
reading
bit
a
wrong.
book that I want to plug that is
Plug it.
so good. I read a ton of fiction. I fucking
Right.
love it. And I'm always like, I'm so glad this book exists. I love this book. But never am I like, I wish I had written this book.
Oh, yeah.
But this is a book that I'm like, fuck, I wish I had written this. Called Cruddy by Linda Berry. Our friend Kat Solon is the one who told me to read this.
Okay.
And she wants to turn it into a movie, which I'm like, fucking do it, girl. It is about it's like a mystery about murder, but also this teenager who lives in this shitty town. It's so fucking good.
I've heard of this book.
Yeah?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
It's not on, you can't get it on audiobook or anything. It's like a book.
Is it is it also because Linda Berry's a graphic
I
novelist,
know.
comic?
It's called a graphic novel, which I think would deter a lot of people, including myself. But all it has is the beginning of each chapter. There's like a sketch
Ooh.
of
graphic
what.
novel.
Yeah, it's not a graphic novel. So
Are there graphic scenes in it?
yeah.
Oh,
So get it. It's good.
Um,
Okay, what's the book? Is it called?
It is
City on
called
Fire?
City on Fire.
it is.
It's huge, but it's really good. It's like one of those that's telling a bunch of stories, short chapters. So like, you got to wait 3 chapters to get the next part of the
Right.
story you started. It's good. It keeps
How
you
many
moving.
pages into it are you?
About 100,
Ooh.
but it looks like I haven't even made a dent in it. I got my little penguin bookmark. Looks
that-
like I'm just setting it in the front of the book.
Do you guys think that there's a difference between people who bookmark and people who dog ear pages?
I think animals dog ear.
Right. I have
Well,
too much respect.
I'm an animal.
Whoa.
Because I love a well-worn book.
All right.
I love a creased, well-worn, well-read book.
All right.
And I always lose my place when I have
A bookmark.
yeah. And is there something like, I love flipping to the page that's dog-eared? You guys think I'm a fucking animal?
No, I never do it. But I mean, look at us. We can't enjoy life.
Yeah.
So we can't.
I would be
make
like,
an
I'm
imprint.
damaging this book.
But
I
for
would
who?
feel bad for the book.
Yeah.
I feel like the book would be like, "Fuck you, man."
I feel like
Yeah.
the book is like, thank you for giving me a personality and giving me like, it's my, like, and then I'm going to go back and read it one day. I don't get rid of books. I'm going to go back and read it.
What if a book came up to you and bended your ear back to remember who you were?
Great.
It's like, which one is this? Ooh, what? Once a friend lent me a book and there was a dog-eared page, and it was a Tim Ferriss book who's like, here's how you do life. And the dog-eared page was like right at the like, how to stimulate a clitoris.
You're like, no.
And I was like, I feel funky. I was like, you should have bookmarked that.
oh, you're supposed to fold it in half, and that's how you stimulate it.
Clit, you just fold that
You fold
shit
it.
right in half.
Yeah.
Work it out, dudes. Figure it out.
Even tell people my favorite book, really, my genuine favorite book is What's Eating Gilbert Grape.
Oh, that's so. I didn't even know it was a book.
But I read it when I was in like high school, and I was obsessed with it. And I heard they were making a movie, and I was like, "What?" Because it does not seem like a book that would make it to a movie. And then I loved the movie.
Yeah.
But now, if I were to say to somebody, they'd be like, "Oh, so you
Yeah.
You
So
saw-
you're kind of,
like the movie?"
oh, like
You like the
Leonardo
screenplay?
DiCaprio and Johnny Depp.
Right.
That's
So
what
I
you
just come up with something else. I never say.
What
that's
do you
my favorite
say?
book, but it is my favorite book. I say a lot of things. I love Misery. That's another thing.
Oh, Misery I read. It was
How,
so good.
how pissed are you when you go to a bookstore and they put
Yes.
the movie poster
Yes.
as a cover of a book? They ruined the experience for the next person.
God, get Rachel McAdams off of my fucking
the cover,
book,
Get her
bitch.
off. Unless she wrote it, in which case she gets a tiny picture on the back.
Yes.
Get the fuck off the front, girl.
I hate it.
Rachel McAdams didn't write a book.
No.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
I like her.
I just put her in her place, which is off of the book cover.
Yeah, I agree.
A movie poster, fine.
I agree.
I think it's unfair
I
to everyone.
think
But
it's-
you know what? I bet they sell a bunch of books to. Guess what?
What?
Morons.
You know what
No
I just
offense,
watched? Did
guys.
you guys watch 50 Shades of Grey?
Yeah.
No,
and I read it.
I want to
You
so
did?
bad.
I got it from my girlfriend for Christmas, which I think was like a little.
That's
Why don't you
adorable.
open up that repertoire a little bit
Yeah.
in the old BR?
Let's get fun.
And I
Bathroom?
in the bathroom. Yeah. I was getting a little. I always did it the same way. You know.
You have to relax your repertoire and
Right.
really open it up.
Yeah. She
Yeah,
was
and
like,
she
start
also
wiping first.
Got you a squatty potty too
Yeah, exactly.
for the bedroom.
I don't honestly. I've heard that so many times in the past few months. The phrase "squatty potty,"
People
and I
love
refuse
that.
to even ask
People
what it is.
love
You know what it is?
People love it.
It's in Joe DeRosa's fucking house. Remember that thing you go when
That's
you go to the
exactly
bathroom?
the kind of thing he would get.
I know.
There's like not a person with a squatty potty that doesn't love it. A squatty potty, for those who do not know,
Should we tell everyone?
It makes
it's
you-
so weird.
there's a video about the squatty potty that I have to say is some pretty genius marketing though.
It basically just makes your anus open. Like that's what it is. So when
It's
you
a
go into
stool-
someone's bathroom,
It's a footstool you put your feet on
Yeah.
and that elevates your feet, and in so doing it unkinks your lower intestine, your rectum and colon,
Right.
and then your butt opens up.
it's insane that people are like okay with like one thing about like when
Why
I
don't you
was
just open your own butt?
Yeah.
Well, you're in the wrong position. Like, when was the last time you saw a dog sit on a toilet? The dog's squatting proper. I'm not. I
Sure.
don't have a squatty
I know.
potty. I'm just saying. But when I see one, I just think about the person's butthole.
I'd just be
do
so
too.
ashamed when people came to my house.
I know, you
and
have
saw
to-
that I
it's
had
it's
it.
almost
have to
like
put it
you,
somewhere
you
else.
put magazines and books out near the
It's like if
toilet.
had
I
a-
don't really
a
do
dildo
that.
on the sink. or
I
something.
know.
Yeah.
Very embarrassing.
I get it, 100%. I've never used one, but if you guys have a squatty potty, want to email us, Alie and Georgia.
Everyone loves it. We already know.
People love it. I've never tried
And I'm
one.
gonna be honest. I bought one on Amazon.
Georgia.
How much
Came,
are they?
I opened the box and I closed it back up and returned it. And I was like, "There's no
Really?
fucking way I can put this out in my life."
How much are they?
Like $30.
But what if it were a game changer?
I'll have them by the end of the
I don't
week.
care.
Couldn't you put it in? But would it be embarrassing if, like, you went to the closet, like Vince was like just kicking it on the couch, eating some Zanko, and you went to the closet to go get the squatty potty, brought it into the
I
bathroom?
don't care if Vince sees it.
Okay.
Vince will use it.
But what if before people came over, you just threw it in the attic or
I
something?
know. There's no addict.
I know.
Do the people that use it like, oh, it'll change your life? I haven't even heard anyone say anything good
It
about
just
it.
makes you shit more. Or better. I don't
Better.
Better.
But the viral videos,
What does better mean?
more completely?
Okay.
I'm guessing.
All right.
Honestly, haven't used one, but
But
I mean, I think if you don't want one in your house, you just go into the bathtub and squat, and then
Yeah.
just kidding. Isn't that gross that if you have kids, like part of what you have to deal with is like floaters in the bathtub? Everyone I know that has kids is like, oh yeah, you're just like, it's like you get like a fishnet out and you just. I know.
How do we get on this from 50 Shades of Grey?
I don't
know.
know. It was sexy.
Let's
Did
talk
either
about
of you read 50 Shades of Grey?
I paged through part of it because I wrote an article based on it, and I was irate.
Yeah.
I
He's a
was like, what
stalker.
is this?
He's a stalker.
Yeah, I mean, I
was
think
the least
I
feminist
was given it
book
as a
ever.
joke, and I read it. She was like, they gave me this as a joke because I read it in like 3 days. I
Yeah.
was done with it. But then the whole middle section is this big like contract
Yeah.
where he's like, here's what you have to agree to do. So then it's like, are you cool with fisting? Are
Yeah.
you cool with butt fisting?
Yeah.
Are you cool with fisting with a bowling pin?
That's
Are
in
you
the
cool with fisting with a
movie.
bowling ball?
Really?
But it's way more graphic in the book.
Yeah.
And it goes on and on and on and on. And I'm reading and I'm like, boy, the last half of this book's going to be crazy.
Yeah.
And she agrees to do all this stuff. And they don't do it.
Yeah.
That's just not good writing.
It was a trust exercise. You can't. That's Chekhov's bowling pin.
No, like it's to know like what I can do to you, but then
And
he
then
doesn't
she
do
goes
it.
in the movie. She goes in and she's like, "Well, here's what we can." Like she starts like takes control. Like no, like somehow she's fucking in control of this whole thing and
Yeah.
not just like. And also she's a virgin, so like, come on, maybe you like fisting.
As far as they go in the movie is like some light
Yeah,
spanking.
it's a light spanking.
And the book's not too intense either. Really.
Question: isn't he wearing like weird, terrible, baggy jeans and no shirt through most of the sex scenes? What's the strategy there,
It's just stupid.
you guys?
You didn't see it either?
No, I just heard that they
it's
were
pretty
baggy
hilarious.
jeans.
It's a good. You should watch it.
Yeah.
But the thing is, okay, that's something that's funny to watch with either a bunch of girlfriends or
Yeah.
your significant other. Watching
Yeah.
that alone eating pancakes with your
Yeah.
hands, that's just sad.
Yeah, that's fair.
Do you want
It's
one more
handy.
question and then fuck that, or should we?
Let's get to fuck that.
Okay.
I have a feeling that our fuck that's will be robust.
I think so too. All right, so fuck that. We always end that show with one thing we love so much we want to fuck, and one thing we hate so much we're like fuck that. So let's
Okay.
start with one thing we hate. Allie,
so much.
what do you hate?
This is the dumbest hate. This is the dumbest, most insidious hate ever.
Okay.
That has nothing to do with anyone else, and it's a selfish hate. But I hate my bathroom faucet to the point where
It's leaking.
It has been leaking for 4 months. 4 months. There's calcium buildup on the inside of my faucet, of the inside of my sink that I have to scrub off.
Wait,
There's
like
deposits.
you mean like a white?
Right.
I had that the entire time I lived.
Why
That's
don't you
the
tell your
thing.
landlord?
I've told him, and the faucet is so special and antique.
Oh, yeah.
It's been on back order for 4 months. We're in a
Jesus.
drought, and I have to use one muscular gorilla paw to try and close the faucet to the best of my
I
ability.
just tried to open it, and you have
It just-
gnarly gorilla paws because I could not open it.
It's
What if
impossible.
the landlord is listening to this podcast, like eyes welling up with tears.
I
Fix
hope
it,
he is.
dude.
Fix
He
it.
can probably hear you through the wall.
I know his office is next door.
I know.
But it's one of those things where every time I go in the bathroom, like this thing is still dripping at a rate that is too much for the
It is.
drought.
It's a lot.
It's like boop, 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 boop. And it's just like,
You might be responsible for the drought.
I know, and I can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
And it's one of those stupid things where if it were just me and my to-do list, I would have taken care of it by
Yeah.
this point, and I have no control over it. And it's one of those nagging, stupid things that you're like, what's next? don't pay any of my bills, and I start killing people? It's a broken window syndrome. Anyway, what do you hate, Georgia?
Don't let it get to that point.
I
It might.
hate when people, especially girls, but I don't want to be sexist.
Okay.
When like your exclamation is like, oh shit, that's how people talk. Like, oh no, oh fuck.
Right.
When girls go, fuck me, like that's their like that's their like.
Wow.
It's so clearly a suggestive, like the impact you're having. Well, fuck me, like don't say that.
In what situation would this be said? Like, I got a parking ticket. Fuck me.
And I'm like, fuck me, like I don't even want to get a parking ticket. Yeah.
Do you think, and hopefully
like
I'm not
it.
being sexist here either, do you think that is being said almost as
Yes.
like a, hey, check out how
Yes.
fun and sexual I am?
Also, so now think of fucking me. It's also like it's
And you do, kind of.
right.
Yeah.
It's kind of. I think it's a little gross. I think it's annoying and clearly a way to get attention.
I agree.
And
it's
I don't like it.
It's like, look at how many boundaries I'm pushing with my exclamations.
Right.
How do you
Right.
feel about Heather's "fuck me gently" with a chainsaw?
I was just gonna say that.
which is like the escalation of "fuck me."
I don't like it either.
Fuck me
That's-
gently with a
that's 25
chainsaw.
years ago. And
Yeah.
now we've regressed.
That hurts just thinking about
I
it.
just don't like. I don't like the suggestion of performing an act on you that you're making other people think about. It's weird and it makes me really uncomfortable when people do it. And I like kind
Do
of
you
step back.
feel the same about a guy who's like, so she cuts me off and I'm like, hey, suck my dick?
Yeah,
I
feel
was
the
just
same way.
gonna say,
Gross.
but I was gonna say like someone got the wrong smoothie order.
Yeah.
It's like, what? Pff, blow me? What is this?
Yeah, because
Guys,
it sort of
ginger?
makes you feel like you're not supposed to be saying "suck my dick."
It's also
in
not a
public.
negative. Like fuck me isn't a negative thing
Yeah.
either.
One would be so lucky
Right.
to have intercourse with you.
Like holy shit is fine.
right.
Yeah,
My least favorite of that, with which, if you were to do a word search in 50 Shades of Grey, would come up 1 billion times. Is holy crap.
yeah,
50 Shades of Grey. 50 Shades of Gay. Has anyone done that?
Absolutely.
yes,
Oh.
absolutely, without question.
Yeah.
There goes my pitch tomorrow.
Well, 50 Shades of Black is coming out, the Marlon Wayans spoof of 50 Shades of Grey.
I'm excited about that.
I'm sure you are. Speaking of holy crap, folks, just a reminder that today's show is sponsored by Squatty Potty.
Honestly,
If you
though,
want your crap to be holy, check out Squatty Potty.
honestly,
Available on Amazon.
What do you
it's
hate?
a really good viral marketing video.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm just saying.
The other thing that is said a million times in 50 Shades of Grey is she talks about how handsome he is. So, like, you're on page 700 of the book, and she's like, he walked in the room. He looked so handsome. You're like, we understand that he's a handsome man.
Yeah.
You've been banging him for
Yeah.
300 pages.
hours now. We
Holy
know.
crap.
His skin was. We get it. The writing is terrible in the book, and
Oh,
I
it's
read it all.
Absolutely
very
the worst
quick.
writing I've
Yeah.
ever read in my life. But
Yeah.
if someone says holy shit, I think Zutalur, Gadzooks, or something like that. But if someone says holy crap, I think of a toilet full of diarrhea.
Oh no.
Sure.
I don't know why. Crap sounds so liquid.
I've never thought about that.
But holy crap sounds so... It sounds like a digestive issue.
Yeah.
I say
sh-
holy diarrhea. People love it.
I think about fucking you immediately.
Yeah.
Great
And
dysentery.
I say suck my holy diarrhea.
Oh, I think. Okay, what do you hate?
What do you hate?
I mean, I had two just today, and they're both pretty simple. One is I went to this cool new restaurant, and like there's no people in the restaurant, and they'll go, how many? And you go 2, and they'll go, let me see.
No
and start
reservations?
looking around, and they'll be like, I'll be right back.
Yeah.
And walk around the restaurant, and they come back, and then you sit down at a table.
Yeah.
It's okay that there aren't people there
Yeah.
this second. I know your restaurant is cool. I know we all are going to love the food. Don't do this whole charade.
It's also making like you've inconvenienced them by
Yeah, exactly.
asking.
And do you have a reservation?
Yeah.
The other favor is when there's literally no one in the restaurant.
Yeah.
Do you have a reservation? Why are you even asking
Yeah.
me? I would tell you if I did.
I love when they ask that, and then you're like, "Oh, can I sit at the bar?" I'm like, "Yeah, the bar's open. There's just open seats there." You're like, "Why did you get upset about reservations?"
Yeah, exactly.
I'd rather sit at the bar than fucking deal with you.
Exactly.
Do you want to shout this restaurant out and put them on blast or not?
Um,
Or are you going to reserve that? Let
Well,
them know. They know what
I don't
they're
She's
even
gonna
doing.
make a
remember the name
reservation
of it.
on that.
It's called something in Vinny's.
Oh, John and Vinny's.
Yeah.
John and Vinny's.
It was all right.
Yeah.
I went there once. I waited for an hour outside.
Fuck that.
Not really.
And I was like, I'm just going to nap on a piece of cardboard because this is going to take forever.
Yeah.
Ever.
Oh, was it worth it?
No, I don't like
It never is.
I don't like Italian food.
All right, let's end
It was a
on
birthday, though.
one thing we love.
A thing that you
So
love so
much.
much. So
Oh.
fuck that. The hating is fuck that, and you
Yeah.
want it to fuck off. But fuck that is something you love so much you would lay it down and slow bone
Let's
it.
end on Pat's. Let's end on our guests.
You would fuck me.
What?
Because
what
you
I
love it.
Yeah, wait,
We're
I
end
don't
on
know. We're
yours.
end on you.
Georgia,
Oh, end on me.
what's the thing that you love?
Okay, I love this thing. I've been doing it for about 2 months now, once a week. I'm obsessed with it. It's changed my life.
Cocaine.
No, I've been doing that for
Sweet.
years.
Got it.
Booger sugar.
No. Blue Apron meal delivery, weekly meal delivery. Pat, I have a free one. I'll give you.
Everybody raves about it. I'll do
It's
it.
the fucking best thing.
You don't have to harbor food.
Yeah.
You can just get it, cook it, and it's over.
I cook more. I haven't been cooking. I cook more. The food is fucking great.
Are you
It's-
doing anything or just putting the ingredients they give you in a pot and putting in the microwave?
You're doing a lot. You're doing a lot
Okay.
of prep. It takes about half hour to at least 45 minutes
Okay.
to make. Like you're cooking the food and you're following the instructions.
Okay.
But the food is so fucking good. You're learning new techniques. You're eating food you wouldn't have tried before and loving
Right.
it. It's fucking great. I'm obsessed with it, and it's cheap too. Like I spend so much money going out to eat, and this is $60 a week for 3 meals, like 3
Yeah.
nice meals.
In the split, so it's $10 a person
Yeah.
for a really good meal.
Yeah.
And what kind of stuff have you made?
Oh my god, there's like we just made like roasted chicken with like potato pancakes, and I just made like a pizza that had like yams and caramelized onion with the bechamel sauce, and like there's like shrimp banh mi that we're making this week, and you get to pick your meals, and every week it's something new and exciting, and you can like, pick it
Fancy.
and plan your. It's fucking great.
How
I
many
love it.
dollars did they pay you to talk about this?
None.
None
Make
dollars.
them pay me.
Okay.
None dollars.
$9. I'm paying my own fucking hard, easy earned money. Alie, what do you like? Love. What do you like? Love.
I can't stop listening to this one song, and I'm embarrassed about it.
Oh
But
my
I'm
god.
also
Bling. Is it called something bling?
No, it's not Hotline Bling by
What is
Drake.
it?
It's the new Selena Gomez song called "Same Old Love," and it's just so catchy.
How's it go? I liked her song "Love You Like a Love Song."
That's so stupid.
Was that her?
That's so stupid.
That's
That doesn't
a dumb-
mean anything.
Do you want to hear the beginning
No,
of
I
it? It's got this snappy music to
Can
it.
you afford it? Don't
Can
you have
I-
to pay on a podcast?
No, I think you can play music, right? This is the beginning of it, and it's got these snaps.
Oh, that's cute.
It's a good running song,
That's a good one.
and she's just
Sail away, sail away.
and you ruined it.
So your favorite song is "Sail Away"? but-
Yeah, it's Sail Away.
And yeah.
Okay.
I actually do love some Enya, but I sometimes
No, you
will run to it.
You don't sit around
I-
the house listening to Enya.
This
Emily.
Enya factors
say
in
that.
one of my favorite childhood memories where there was a lightning storm like no other lightning storm, and me and my sister, who were in high school at the time, and like we're, you know, when your sisters are like best buds when you're younger, then in high school you're kind of like you fight over the bathroom, but you still love each other. And me and my sister sat and just listened to Enya and watched a lightning storm for like 2 hours, and it's just all dark in the living room, and then boom, boom, boom.
Say where your road goes.
That was one of my favorite memories.
I love it all.
Well, I will definitely listen to that song.
I'm just
I'm sure it's
enjoying
good.
it. I know she's Bieber's ex, and it's all just
I mean,
teen
that's
bopper
all made
shit.
up.
But I just think it's catchy. It's got these snaps I like. What do you love?
I like it.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I love the FX drama comedy Fargo.
Oh, Georgia loves it. I've seen you guys tweeting about this.
Best show on TV.
Fuck. How many
And you know what?
seasons?
We are in a time where everyone's talking about that hundreds of shows. People aren't really talking about Fargo. They're not really giving it its
You know
due.
why? Because the first season isn't as good as the second season,
You
so
know
people
what?
didn't tune back in.
I love the first season.
Okay,
Especially
I didn't
by the
finish
end.
it.
I thought it was.
Yeah, I didn't finish it.
How many seasons are there, and how could you catch up if you didn't get it on the first try?
I have the Blu-ray if you want it, but
That's
You
weird.
have every Blu-ray ever.
Nobody
though.
has
not
blue.
true.
You have an insane Blu-ray collection. I just spilled tea on myself.
Fargo. The second season is all on demand or whatever.
And also, they're not
Looks
really,
good.
they're related, but so lightly that you can just watch the second season.
you can just watch
You
it.
don't
Oh, I
need
can
to
jump to
watch
season 2?
Yeah, it's not.
Okay.
The second season takes place, 20 years before the first season.
Yeah.
So you don't really need to know. The second season, though,
There's a few things where you're like, oh, but it doesn't
Okay.
matter.
Kirsten Dunst needs to win whatever the fuck.
She was awesome.
She's
and
in
I'll tell you
that?
what,
incredible.
I'm going to give you a sub love.
Yeah.
Ted Danson.
Oh, Ted Danson was Ted Danson. He's just incredible.
Brought tears to my eyes.
Ted Danson is the best Ted Danson.
His little speech at the end.
Yeah.
Brought tears to my when you find out what's going on in
Yeah.
his little room.
Yeah.
No, I'm not spoiling.
It was beautiful.
Is Mary
The-
Steenburgen
you-
in it?
What now? Now what are you doing?
But you've seen season 1, so you'll
But
know.
look who you're talking to. The show ended on Monday.
Okay, wait, what? You've seen it? Oh god, I'm fucking everything up right now.
Well, actually, stop. You didn't stop right now. I was saying stop right now because you have said both. So you're in the clear.
I know.
You haven't spoiled anything.
I know. Listen, aliens,
There's a lot going on. It's amazing.
it's great.
Alie has not seen it. Georgia just ruined it.
Mary Steenburgen dies?
Ruin it.
Yes, Mary Cheeseburger dies.
I didn't ruin
And the first
it.
season is great. I don't know why you wouldn't finish it. It's a little difficult at moments, but it
I need to
comes
finish
together.
it. If only because Colin Hanks is just such a fucking dreamboat.
He is a
puppy.
dreamboat.
I love
Follow
him.
him
Why
on
is he
Twitter.
such a beautiful man?
Because Hanks.
Hi, can you DM him? Say hi.
Because
Sure.
Hanks can't lose. Because Hanks.
Hanks don't cranks?
Would you love Colin Hanks as much were it not for
Yes.
knowing he's the son of Tom?
Well, I don't think he would be the person he is if he wasn't. For
You
it.
guys, I have a newsflash. He grew up with 2 balconies, and you still love him.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Look
true.
at that. Redemptions. I need to get it up on it. Here's what I'm going to do. Here's my plan. Number 1, Georgia, also your pants are unzipped to the very end, and I'm loving
You know
this.
what? Pat's seen me in some compromising situations.
Has Pat seen
Have
you
I?
barf?
I've been real drunk
Oh,
around
I'm
you.
certainly
So I don't
drunk.
give a
Really?
shit. Yeah.
You've never taken your pants off.
No, I'm just saying I don't give a shit
You're
what I
just
look like right now.
letting things loose.
Yeah.
Here's what
Normally
I'm-
with other guests that I don't know, I wouldn't look like this.
Well, yeah, who cares? It's us.
Yeah.
I'm a little insulted.
It's fine.
I put on my Sunday best for you.
Usually people come in pajamas, but I didn't even
Oh,
bother
okay.
telling you because you said you were coming from a lunch, and I was like, you're not going to change into a onesie, whatever.
No.
But
Or do I have it once?
but even though you're kind of home because you walked down this hallway,
Yeah, it was
so many
nice.
times.
Nice coming back.
Did you miss it at all? This apartment building?
I did. Heather in particular really misses it. When we drive
does?
past, like, looks at it longingly. I'm like, hey, you don't want to live in a house?
Yeah.
You know, you
She can move
You
here.
can go ahead and get out.
Can I tell you that since you've left, they've installed 2 very giant cell reception towers on the roof, and I think they might be
kidding me?
killing me.
Oh no.
That's actually is it for the reception in this building?
No, it's Verizon and AT&T have licensed, because it's a tall building, have licensed the roof, and now there are like electromagnetic fields. Who God knows? Who knows?
That honestly, if I hadn't moved out, I would have moved out for that. You can't do that.
What? It's really?
Pretty
I'm
gnarly.
gonna tell you something that's gonna alarm you.
It's hella narnar. Tell me.
Tell us.
I used to write for the FX show. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yay!
And we were under a giant. We saw our first office. We were under this giant tower, like for sending out the signal to like give people television. And it was like, this feels weird and wrong to me. That this is all harmful ways. The people who had been in this office prior, over time, everyone worked on the staff, and I forget the show.
Oh my God.
But they all got cancer.
What? No.
They all got cancer. Because they used to joke about, well, we're all going to get cancer.
No.
And they all got cancer.
I
There's a
need to
reason
move.
you're joking about it, because
need to
it's
move.
not right.
I need to move.
Holy
You
shit.
shouldn't be living
how
directly
close?
underneath 2 cell towers.
Yeah, no, they're
they're so close anyway.
on the roof. I have been.
Sorry.
I have been home shopping, but yeah, they're gnarly. They're and you're.
What are you flush with podcast cash?
I
Pod
mean,
podcast.
I know, but you and I, we don't spend any money on anything.
That's very
I
true.
never personally can never buy a house.
I mean, like I can't. Most of my clothes are like honest hand-me-downs, and I'm a total
Yeah.
grown up. But it's like friends will be like, I was gonna line a bird cage with this, and I'm like, I'll wear it. but I can't.
All I buy is my home and then the anal beads that I fill it with.
And not even
Drawer
food.
upon drawer.
Not a Scotty potty, not a dinner. Ask
No.
Heather.
Scrap.
Heather's in the medical field.
Yes.
Ask her how fucked I am
I
living
will.
under
I
some
really
cell
will.
towers.
But I'm telling you right now, like, everyone that you tell I live under these things is going to make some sort of cancer